Introduce yourself, please.
Hi, Robert, Super Express newspaper. First question, how much you're disappointed that you couldn't have helped the team that much in the first two matches? It's only now that you're coming back to full fitness. And the second question, how much fire can you add to this national team's performance? Grosicki and Szczęsny will be finishing their international career after this match. How does it feel about you? Well, let me start with the first question. It was a tough for me. It was a tough moment that I wasn't able to be fully with the team through the injury that I have suffered from. I had to practice in the gym away from the team often. It was pretty dramatic for me. After so many years of representing the national team, I wanted to be fully fit in 100%, and I wanted to be fully fit. So for me, these were the tough moments not to be able to be with the team. Feeling unable to help the team on the pitch. I was trying to help the team off the pitch, both in the changing room and in the training sessions and outside when we spend the time together. So, in the football terms, it was a very difficult situation for me. And only now, I can say I'm ready, but it's a little bit too late. But we still have one more match to play, and we want to play as well as we can to give some joy to our fans and to have a good game. We know it's a challenging match for us, but it's been a few weeks now that the coach has been telling us not to fear anyone. So that's how we approach it. The second question is about Kamil Grosicki, because I wouldn't be running to conclusions with Wojciech Szczęsny's retirement. It's a Kamil Grosicki's mental decision. I met him when I was 18. We've played together many times. We had some great moments also off the pitch. It's of course a sad news for us, but I can also add that I want to thank him for everything that he has done for this national team and how much value he has added, not only as a football player, but also as a human. He is one of a kind, and many words for appreciation for what he has done. And this national team was always important for him, and he was always helping this team wherever he could. So these are some emotional moments for us. So when it comes to this news, it has hit me as well, because it was not easy for me to accept right away, because I've spent so many years together with him on the football pitch. We have a great connection, and it's a sad news. But of course, I'm happy for him because a new chapter opens up. I'm sure that every fan that has supported the national team will be forever thankful for what he has done for the team.
Please, we wait for translation to be finished, reminding you that one question per each person in the room, and next question belongs to the gentleman in the front row, please.
Sport.pl website. In one of the episodes of Łączy Nas Piłka YouTube channel, you said that this is quite sentimental to be back in Dortmund. What does it mean for you? For me, this journey has been very difficult because as a person, I've also have changed. I look at life differently as well. And therefore, what I have experienced here, these memories that stayed with me, I haven't really had a chance to think through them that much, think about those experiences. Now I have this opportunity to go back, to think how my life has changed here, and the 4 years I spent here, every single match that I played, all the people I've met, I've met them here at the stadium today. So it's been 10 years that I haven't been here playing for Borussia. I played against them. I haven't even been to the city. And just to be in the city for those few hours and have those memories, I will have them till the rest of my life. And it's been an important city for me. And I know there will be not many possibilities to come back to the city again.
Please, gentlemen, in the third row, your question is next, and then we go second row, please.
Cześć Robert, Michał Skiba, Super Express. Pytanie
Super Express newspaper next.
filozoficzne, czy ciebie
A little bit philosophical question. Do you feel younger thanks to the way how things have changed with the younger generation between you as a captain and younger players? More players are more brave to talk to you, and you have also opened up to those younger players to create this generational bridge. And have you been thinking about finishing your international career yourself? When I look at this team and this generational switch, it has been happening over the last few years. I had some good close contact with some of the older players, and they have now finished their careers, or they're about to do it now. So it's a normal thing. When you look at the last tournament, the World Cup in Qatar or the European Championships 3 years ago, that's the only time when we spent a little bit more time together, not the collapse for the friendly games qualifiers. We have time not only at the training session, but also out of the pitch to spend time together in a hotel. I really enjoyed spending time with them. I learned a lot from those younger players. I find it very interesting how they look differently. They have different perspective, those younger players. And I think that adds me some extra energy. I'm 36 years soon. A lot of people will be wondering how long I will play for, but I still have that fire inside of me, and no one from outside will be able to affect my decision. It's just me and my family, and one day maybe I'll wake up and I think maybe it's time to think about retiring from international duty. But today I feel and I see that this team has a future, that despite this European Championship, we have built something here. We have constructed something here. I see the potential in this team. I see a lot of young players emerging that want to play and help, and they want to play some good football. And what happened before the European Championships and now through the tournament, I know that those things haven't worked out just yet, but we end up in the group of death. It's a high level. This is the quarterfinal level of opponents that we faced in the group stage. It's not easy to jump through that just now, but it doesn't mean that we cannot come back much stronger in the future. And I'm sure that everyone is doing fantastic work, and every player will be benefiting and growing in this team.
Yeah, just a gentle reminder that also head coach is here in the room. Please, if you have any questions, no problem for this. Next question goes to the gentleman on the 6th row. You raised your hand. Please, the question is yours.
Dzień dobry, Piotr Łukowski, redakcja Panoramy, Telewizja Polska.
Panorama TV channel. Robert, I have a question about Wojciech Szczęsny. I have the headlines from the newspapers saying goodbye to him on the international duty. And now you said that we shouldn't be talking too much about it just now. Are some negotiations going in the background? I know Wojciech Szczęsny a little bit too well, and I think that I wouldn't be rushing to any conclusions. I want to believe that those headlines will not happen just now. Of course, in the end, it's Wojciech Szczęsny's decision to make such a decision, but to take this decision, he has to be 100% convinced about it. And well, I haven't really spoken to him about it, but I would calmly approach this topic. I think he's not at that stage of his career to think about retiring from international duty. He is a fantastic goalkeeper, not only on the pitch but also off the pitch. And he builds this relationship here for us, and every player it adds value to this team. Wirtualna Polska website talking about Wojciech Szczęsny. Michal Probierz said he will talk to him. Robert, are you planning to talk to Wojciech Szczęsny about his career not to end? Well, I talk to Wojciech Szczęsny every day. So for me, Wojciech, I have a connection with him, It's a unique, exceptional, not just on the pitch, but also off the pitch. For a goalkeeper when he's 34 years old, it's not enough for him to retire. Those borders are pushing further to the older players. I say, from my perspective, that he sometimes says something different than that he actually thinks, and you need to know which one to choose from.
Gentleman in white shirt, fourth row.
Meczyki website. Next, Robert, another question about your readiness. Because we know before the match against Austria that being ready, it's a different word to actually playing. You started on the bench. So in what minutes you think you're ready to play tomorrow against France? I'm not asking about the coach's decision, but I'm talking about your preparedness and your readiness for that. Well, I'm ready to play from the beginning. For how many minutes? I think I can cope with 90, but I cannot say in 100% because I have come back from an injury. And if I can play 90 minutes, well, of course. But what will happen on the pitch during the match? It will, in 100%, confirm what is needed. But I'm mentally ready to play for the whole match. That's how I approach it. And mentally, I'm preparing for 90 minutes tomorrow.
Next question belongs to the gentleman on the fifth row, please.
Fact newspaper. Next to the coach, please. Taras Romanchuk is injured. Is it serious an injury? What about other players? Hello, good day. Taras Romanchuk is not capable of playing. He has some medical checkup. Hopefully it's nothing too serious. Hopefully it will not affect other matches at the club level for Jagiellonia. Other players are available.
Yes, of course, strong health to the player from our side as well. Next question goes to the gentleman in the first row, please.
Sport.pl website. We have seen two defensive defenders, Dawidowicz, Walukiewicz. How do you think we should set up the defense? Well, it's a matter of circumstances, who can play. Those things have changed, of course, for us. In the last match, we focused on how well we play against also Wales in the qualifiers. So when it comes to Paweł Dawidowicz, we trusted him. We've played 180 minutes. We were happy with 35 minutes of those, but every match lasts 90. And in this moment, we need to focus on how we can play the whole 90 minutes at the same pace. I want players to take the risks, not to worry too much. I'm with them, I support them, and I am convinced that this is a strong team, and these players, they still haven't shown their true potential, and I hope they will not take a step back. And I want this team to play offensively against France, and we can do whatever we can to show those best qualities. One more word to the fans. Thank you for your support to the fans. Thank you for always cheering for us. Thank you for wanting to see a team that is not afraid to go forward and attack. And we just need to realize the potential of the players we have. And this is the most important, to realize that potential that we have. You know, I listened to an interview. Robert is next to me. And that when a German player came here and was surprised that that confidence was lacking in our team, Polish team, and I think this is something that we can build up. We need to play for better teams. It's a great pleasure for me to lead this team and these players. Even though we had 2 injuries, we are building up the confidence. I support them, and I want them to be brave on the pitch.
Next we go in the middle of the room, 6th row, gentleman in the green.
Hello, my name is Emmanuel Baranguer. I'm working for Agence France Presse. Mr. Lewandowski, I'm sorry if I make you repeat something, but I'm not sure of the translation. Tomorrow is not your last game for Białe Czerwoni.
No.
Yeah, tomorrow is not my last game.
Okay, and we have final 2 questions. Ostatnie 2 pytania. Please, who has a question?
Do you have the last guy? Huh?
Yeah. Coach can choose also which journalist has a question. Please raise your hand if you have a question.
You have the last.
Behind the camera.
Behind the camera?
Yes.
All right, so
With the
we
white
go to the
t-shirt.
back of the room.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the first time when operator is asking a question here in Dortmund, but it should be a good one, please.
Hello, hi. We're journalists as well. I'm Alex from AFP. I have a question for both speakers. You're going to play France, and I'd like to know your opinion on the team and what game are you expecting tomorrow? Thank you.
You go first, Robert. Well, we know that we play against the runners-up of the World Cup, one of the favorites to win the Euros. It will be a big challenge for us. We want to give a lot of happiness to our fans and ourselves as well in this last match. The way how the fans have been supporting us, whether in front of the hotel or in the stadiums, it has been fantastic. And these were wonderful moments for us. On the pitch, we want to bring that joy to the fans, especially against whom we play. France has some players with some incredible capabilities, but as a team, we can, and as individuals, we can match that. We can battle in this match. We have responsibility in this team that there is a lot of players taking the leading positions, and we are happy there is more and more players that take responsibility in our team, and I think this is the future for us, and we can see that soon. And hopefully you can see that tomorrow on the pitch that we play. That is a difficult opponent to France. And maybe if I can add, we have learned the lessons about this team, and we play against a professor in Didier Deschamps. We will do whatever we can to play and win. We want to win. It's not just about playing, but it's also about winning. We have players, I will convince them to try to win.
Final question goes to the gentleman in the fifth floor, please.
Bonjour, une question en français, Vincent Deluc du journal L'Équipe. Pour Monsieur Lewandowski, qui a porté un masque.
Question for Mr. Lewandowski. You've actually already worn a mask, I believe it was in 2015. And for an attacker, do you think that this is something that can be quite bothersome, the fact that you have to wear a mask? How did you feel when you had to wear one?
I remember very well when I played in a mask, and it's nothing nice. It's a tough, especially for strikers who moves around the penalty box. I remember well that I had problems to react and to see the ball and the opponents. This few milliseconds that I would normally do, it was slowing me down. It was a challenge for me at the time. It was a tough challenge. It's not very pleasant, but of course the health is the most important. And of course these football emotions are super high, and you want to win at all costs, but I don't remember well playing in a mask. And when it comes to Kylian Mbappé, I can understand the challenges he faces, and I understand how he will feel. Of course, he plays a little bit different position than me. I had a little bit less time, but it's difficult.
So, dziękuję. Robert, Trener Michal Probierz, thank you very much also for all questions. Just a reminder, tomorrow match starts 6 p.m. Central European Time. Please continue to follow UEFA Media channel for the latest updates all around the venues. And we would like to say big thanks for participating in both press conferences. Looking forward to see you tomorrow. And don't forget that UEFA Media Hub is also open, and that's the place